Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to free-to-play main progress number 26. Today I'm going to be starting off the video with opening some mystery boxes. I have 30 of them in my bank. I've been piling up for a while, so let's see if we get anything lucky here. Nothing with the first inventory, lots of cabbage and flyers it seems. Can we get lucky with the last two? I'll open this casket too, why not? No luck. And also no luck. So I would like to go for a few woodcutting records while I am still woodcutting and not 200 million experience. So first of all, I'd like to go for the 6-hour record, which is currently held by Tanner Dino. Let me see if I can bring it up real quick. Yeah. So his record is 616,000 experience in 6 hours. I'm not sure if that includes the 5-minute, like the 5 minutes you get after logging back in. And also, I don't know if anyone else has noticed this, but I feel like 6 hours they last longer than 6 hours these days. I don't know if anyone else has noticed, but it feels longer. It's usually like 6 hours and 5 minutes or 10 minutes before you get logged out. That's what I mean. But anyway, so yeah, his 6 hour would be an average of about 102.6k per hour on woodcutting. That's pretty insane if that was all just 6 hours and not the extra 5 minutes. But still, I would like to try and beat that at some point. The next record I would like to go for is the day record, and I have a very ambitious goal of this, and I don't know if I can do it. I'll do my best. It would be really sweet if I did, though. However, I am only going to have one attempt, and that'll be soon, probably next month. Yeah, I don't know if I'll finish it before this video is out or not, but yeah, I'll update you guys on that. But anyway, and then the last one I want to go for is the week, obviously. I have no interest in doing month records, so the 6 hour, the day, and the week are usually what I do. And if I get a month record, it's usually just from playing, which did happen with mining. I ended up getting a 15 mil mining month, which is number 1, but it could easily be beaten. I don't think it was too many hours of mining. I think it was under 300. It was like 250 hours or something, maybe. I can't remember exactly. Anyway, so the week I want to go for is, oh yeah, also I should mention the current day record for woodcutting is 1.75 million by mid-level Skilla, and if you go off of regular EHP rates with 2.6 tick woodcutting, that's just about 19 hours of woodcutting. I don't really know what he did for that. I assume he just did basic 3-tick woodcutting and did 30 hours of it, I'm assuming. I don't know when this was set. Let's see. It was set 1,094 days ago, so a long time ago, 3 years or so. So it's been a while since that's been broken. It shouldn't be too hard to beat with this method. It's much faster than what he did. So, and plus he's a level 3 ultimate Iron Man, so there's also that. And so anyway, the week record I want to go for is I want to do a 10 mil week. That's just over 100 hours of woodcutting in a week. I think I can do it if I really push myself. I don't plan on doing it this summer. I'm thinking maybe winter break for that one. But the current best woodcutting week record is held by Phage, which was done a hell of a long time ago, 1,900 days ago, and it's a 6.2 mil woodcutting week. So it should be easily beatable. That's only like 70 hours of woodcutting with this method. So, sorry, I had to pause to cough. I'm a little sick. Anyway, to start off, yeah, I'm going to try for the 6-hour record. But the thing is, I've actually never done this method for maybe more than 4 hours. I'm not positive on that, but so I'm going to start off with maybe doing 3 hours and see how that goes. See if I can average Tanner's hourly rate he did for his 6 hour for 3 hours. And maybe make a 6-hour attempt later in this week. It'd be really cool if I could beat him. He's a pretty good player. There's not many of us who do this method. Maybe like 3 or 4 people have consistently done this method. So yeah, one of the contenders. I suppose along the way I would also like to beat the hour record, but that's essentially just up to RNG. I didn't mention it in the last video. I don't even think it happened within the last video time frame. However, I did take the number 2 woodcutting hour spot, and let me just bring that up real quick. So the number 1 woodcutting hour for regulars is by Ben3143. He did a 105.23k woodcutting hour, which is ridiculous. I think average perfect tick is just about that. So it's up to basically just RNG whether or not you're going to beat that. My best woodcutting hour was 104.7k, and I got very lucky. I could tell that I was getting really good RNG when I started the hour, and yeah, I just kept going because I could tell that it was going to turn out well, so I did, and ended up at rank 2, so that was really awesome. So I usually like to go for records just for the sake of having, you know, some sort of, not to use the same exact word, but record of what I've done with the skill. I think they're fun to go for. It's also just adds some flavor to skilling. Even like doing like a year would be nice, but I can't really do that now with my real life obligations. I think I will probably do the week record during some sort of competition. That usually helps with the motivation for that. It's nice to be competing and having like a team, for example, to rely, basically having some sort of like backup safety net along with the record. So I'm not just, you know, doing this self-motivated essentially. Yeah, I think that's always quite nice, and that's how I've done my best records in the past, is during competitions with the high-level skilling community. So I'll probably end up doing that. Yeah, I think 10 mil is definitely doable for a week. It's nothing insane. I think the 30 hour I want to go for is much more ridiculous. Maybe if I come close, then I'll make a second attempt in the future, but I think I'm only going to do one attempt, but you know, we'll see. So yeah, there is 70 million woodcutting XP. Yeah, I got that while I was at school, so no audio this time other than the game sounds. But yeah, I apparently am very close to passing min-level Skilla for rank 1 gatherers. Supposedly I had it for a minute and just wasn't paying attention, and he took it back, so I think I'll take it back for this video. Why not? I think he's like 40k or 60k XP off ahead of me, so that'll be a nice little milestone for the video. So I have forgotten to ask in the past couple videos for you guys to comment some questions for me to answer in the videos, but today I've collected some and I'm going to be reading them and answering them. So yeah, don't forget to ask some questions for the next video. It helps me out with making these. So comment number 1 from Matthias. Ever thought about making a new free-to-play account with a series? Currently no, but in theory I can see myself possibly like making a series based on if they ever decide to come out with like an old school RuneScape. I can see myself playing that. However, that would have to be after I'm done with this account. 200 mil all skills would have to be done first. I can't see myself stopping this account to play another one entirely, which if I were making a series I should probably really focus on it rather than something else. I know other people like Verf or Alkin can, you know, go on and play a bunch of accounts simultaneously forever, but I'm not that kind of player, so that's my thoughts on that. Question number 2 from Darlade. And also I think another 1 or 2 people also asked this, so I figured it was useful to answer in the video as well. He says, what plugin do you use to show timers on the snow piles? And the answer to that is it's called Snow Tracker. You can find it in the plugin hub. It's not in RuneLite by default. You have to download it. I think someone in the free-to-play community made it. It's this thing here. If you've seen me do some 2-tick woodcutting here, this thing that shows the number here tells you how many ticks are left before the snow disappears. It's pretty helpful sometimes when you gotta rush between trees and you're not sure when the snow is going to disappear. Same with the trees falling down, and then it has the timer. Those are 2 things I like using. But yeah, that's where you can get it. Comment number 3 from Try Too Hard For You. He asks, also, I guess this is not a question. Also, you can tag the specific rats so you don't have to guess and check which rats can aggro at the willows. Sorry, I butchered that statement, but yeah, so I know that. However, when I log out of RuneLite, I've had other people tell me this over Discord or whatever as well, so I figured I would answer this. Once you tag something, once the game updates, then that goes away. Or if I, for example, like exit another client before exiting this client, it doesn't save that same information that I have saved to this user profile. So that doesn't completely work all the time. So basically, once I've tagged a rat, it stays maybe for a few days usually, but that goes away. So it's kind of annoying. I have to find which rat actually can come out here, every week or so. So since I've got a bit of time left in this video, I figured I should also talk about where I've been for 3 months or so. Actually, it's been more than that, I believe. Yeah, so just to give a bit of an IRL update, I've completed my first semester of grad school in, what would that have been, May? And so the last video came out in April. And then I immediately started going to a summer semester. I did another study abroad trip. If anyone has followed me for a while, since 2019, I went on another one in 2019. That was more of like a Europe trip, in several countries. But this one was just in Germany, in Berlin, and went to a few cities outside of Berlin as well. But so yeah, I've been to Berlin twice now. It's a pretty nice city. Don't think I would go back for a third time, but it was a nice trip. Yeah, so part of the reason I did that was because I also, since it was the same professor as last time, and I was the only one who he knew really, so I was able to get paid to be a graduate assistant on that trip. So I got credits for it, school credits, and also got some money off of that trip as well. Essentially, I didn't profit in that sense, but I was able to have a bit of a discount, so that was nice. After this summer trip, I went on a little trip of my own with my girlfriend, and I met up with Freck in Toronto. Met up with him and his girlfriend, so we had a nice little weekend. Went to a few places, some restaurants, walked around the city. We tried to go to a Taco Bell, but didn't end up happening. The one we went to was closed, unfortunately, but yeah, that's a sad story. But yeah, so we had a great time. We might talk about it in the next podcast. That'll be happening probably soon. We'll see. So starting in September, early September, in which it still is, but I've started my second semester, well, I guess technically third semester of grad school, and I'm starting on my directed research and thesis semesters. So that's like essentially I just have a self-guided project rather than doing the usual research studio classes that my other classmates are taking. I don't know, I'm not really interested in what my school has to offer in terms of
certain research studios. So I have decided to do a thesis. Something I've kind of wanted to do ever since I've heard about it freshman year, and it's finally happening after many years, so that's cool. I've got a pretty full plate right now in terms of credits, and yeah, that's a little unfortunate. I'm not going to be able to play much RuneScape for the upcoming semester. It is likely taking like the most credits I've ever taken, and it's pretty stressful, but we'll see how it goes. So from now on, I'd like to also go back and look at all of the XP I've gained in the past since the last video, and so I could bring this image up real quick. So in the past, let's see what it was, 151 days I think is what it was. Yeah, I have gained this much EHP, not a lot. Little over 3 months or 4 months I guess, in 3 weeks. 366 EHP, pretty bad. I guess to be fair, I was in Europe. Maybe that's a good excuse. I don't know. So 20 million ranged XP, gained fairly passively. I'm at 116.8 mil as of this recording, as you can see. And in addition, of course, 10 million woodcutting XP, as I do every video. Looks like I have some Runecraft EHP just from lamps and things. Crafting, I don't know where that came from. Not sure. But I've also gained 3.5 mil magic and some hit points XP. The magic is from splashing this rat, going AFK occasionally, sometimes for a little too long, I will admit. But as you can see, it looks like what's his name, Safi or Mikhail, I'm not sure who did this, but looks like they just added the EHP F2P at the top. They used to not be there. I can't really point to it because this is an image on top of my screen, but in the top right up there, that used to just be pay to play EHP and you couldn't change it. So that's nice. It actually tells you like what your EHP is for limited accounts, so that's good. And it says I'm rank 2. I guess, yeah, without min-level skill, technically rank 2 free to play. But we all know who's really number 1 here. That's Min, obviously. But yeah, I'll get back to woodcutting and come back when I'm number 1 gatherers and free to play. And there is rank 1 free to play gathering XP. That's something I've wanted for a long time, and it finally happened. Pretty crazy. So another thing I forgot to mention was also hit 100 mil magic XP within the past, few weeks or whatever. Also 100 mil range, that happened a while ago, but that also happened within the last video. Also 1.4 billion total XP. Yeah, getting close to that 1.5 bill halfway mark in terms of XP. I think I'm also pretty close in terms of EHP as well, so pretty sweet. Halfway to 200 mil all, coming soon. I think that's going to be it for this video though. Thank you guys for watching, and take care.